So, you're thinking of moving to Central Texas, and you're like, maybe I want to live on Belton Lake. Well, this video is probably for you. And the reason for that is today we're gonna go Temple Lake Park. We're gonna go over a brief history of Belton Lake. We're gonna hit up Miller Springs. We're gonna swing by Belton Lake View Park / boat ramp, and we should be able to take a look at Frank's Marina from there. And then we're gonna follow that up with going to go tour a home. It's gonna be pretty epically awesome. If you stay to the end, I'll go over a couple of things, or several things actually, that I like to do throughout the year in or around Belton Lake. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living in Central Texas, hit that subscribe button. Show me some love. You'll be one of the first ones contacted once a new video drops or if there's a change to the market in Central Texas. My name's Matt Dick. I've been living in Central Texas for over 12 years. My team and I absolutely help loving people having a seamless transition to moving into Central Texas, or out of, whichever one it might be, whether that's in 9 days or 90 days. Let's make it happen. Our contact information should be down below, or it should be at the screen somewhere right here. So we look forward to working with you, and we'll talk to you soon. So let's dive right into the history of Belton Lake. Now, it's only been around since 1954. However, it started a little bit before that. In 1946, the Flood Control Act authorized the build of the dam because the Leon River feeds into Lake Belton, and then Lake Belton feeds into the Leon River. They started construction on the dam and the lake itself in January of 1949 with a completion in 1954. So it's back before Lake Belton was there. It was just the Leon River kind of snaking through the Tennessee Valley. You had communities like Sparta and Bland. Down in the comments, I'm not good with English. Tell me how you pronounce it. So now, well, what happened to Sparta, the community of Sparta, and the community of Bland? Well, they were paid some money, and now those communities are completely submerged underneath the lake. That's really all I got on Belton Lake history. It's a Corps of Engineer lake. You can't have any docks. There are 18 boat ramps. 8 are free, unmaintained, and then the other 10 were developed parks, and then they require fees. And then there's a total of 11 parks around Lake Belton. Belton Lake itself is ranked number 3 on TripAdvisor's for things to do in Belton, Texas, which I think is pretty cool. And I think I've done enough talking here, so let's go outside. It's like 90 degrees. I'm kind of regretting that I wore my suit jacket today with a t-shirt and boots and jeans. I should probably be in board shorts, flip-flops, and a t-shirt with a backwards cap. Do have my monster though. So let's head over to Temple Lake Park, and we'll catch you over there. I'm here at Temple Lake Park. Now, to get into Temple Lake Park, it's $5. You pay up at the entrance. It's got the beach behind me over here for you to swim at and everything. And then of course it's got several different locations for bathrooms, and then it's just got tons of like picnic areas with grills, so that way you can cook while you're here. And then it has a playground, a boat ramp, several different gazebos. I don't know if you can see the one behind me over here that has the volleyball court at it. I think there's 2 to 3 of those around the park, and then of course the boat ramp, which is over there, is pretty awesome as well. So yeah, let's head over to the boat ramp, and then we'll head over to Miller Springs after that. So the boat ramp, it's pretty big, but with the lake being so high, it's a short distance to back up your boat out here. But as you can see, there's several different parking spots for your trailer, and then there's just so much of the lake. It's not really busy today. It's kind of windy, so it's pretty cool. Let's head over to Miller Springs. So again, Miller Springs is just a bunch of walking trails that go over on the south side of the dam leading in towards Belton off the Leon River. And I mean, right when you first walk in, it's just super shady. It does have a gazebo area with picnic tables, and there's benches throughout, as you can see back here and over here. And then they're getting ready to do a trail improvements project here in the next year or so. So it's going to be even better. come in the near future. So yeah, let's head over to, I think it's the Belton Lake Park / boat ramp, and then we should be able to see Frank's Marina from the boat ramp. So yeah, let's head over there and check it out. All right, so it's Belton Lakeview Park / boat ramp. So behind me up the hill is the actual park. There's a playground, there's picnic benches, barbecue, and then places to park your boat and trailer. On this side of me is the actual boat ramp. And as you can see back here, we got Frank's Marina. Now, if you want a paddleboard, kayak, I think they have canoes as well. I think you can rent out watercraft here as well. Or if you have a boat and you potentially want to look into getting a slip for it to just stay on the lake, head over to Frank's Marina. It's a pretty awesome place. You can also get all your fishing needs there as well. So yeah. I think we can head over to the house now and kind of take a look at what a house on the lake looks like and what kind of view, in some cases, you'll get. All right, so let's head over there. All right, so we're at the house. See it here in the background. It's 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, listed at $549,000. It's a little over 2,100 square feet, and it's got a gorgeous view of Lake Belton. Here, let me actually flip this around. So as you can see, it's got shade trees all when you drive up. It's amazing. It's got a new roof on it, septic system. They've done updates throughout the house, and then just the frontal curb appeal of this home is awesome. Now it does have a little hiccup. It is a private road leading down. It's a one-way road, so it's kind of interesting if somebody's coming the opposite direction of you. Let's go inside and check this bad boy out. Why don't we? Love the little touch with the water fountain right as we walk up. And then of course, right when we walk in, we got all the bedrooms to the right with the living room. And then to the left, we have a sitting area. Could potentially be turned into like a small office area, or in this case, a small dining room, because you'd be looking out onto the lake as you eat. Of course, they have a small office set up over here. Then, of course, we have the kitchen, updated granite. It has kind of like the farm sink and cabinetry. And then we also have the laundry room. And then, of course, super cool, convenient half bath right off the kitchen area. Then as we go through the kitchen, we have not gonna lie, the clock kind of scared me a little bit. We have the dining room, formal dining room. And again, it looks out onto the lake as well. And then the living room, tons of space in the living room for all kinds of things. And again, this house is listed for $549,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home right on Lake Belton. Cool view of the lake. As we walk over here to where the bedrooms are located, we have just a standard size bedroom. Crazy cool closet. The bathroom has been updated a little bit. And then, of course, the second bedroom. I really do like the way these closets are built in with the drawers on the bottom. And then as we go into the primary bedroom, it's just a little bit bigger, but it's got all the things. Got a little powder room set up right there. And then, of course, it overlooks the lake as well. So, lake view from the primary. They did update the primary bathroom a little bit to where it has a stand-up shower, and they took out the retro 70s at one point. And then, of course, you got his sink. His and her closets. So closet number 1, and then across from her sink, we have closet number 2. So let's head out back. So we got this huge semi-wraparound porch right here on the back and side of the home. This home is on septic. As you can see in the backyard, nice view of the lake, tons of trees for shade, and it's just awesome. It's nice and peaceful. I don't know if you can hear the birds chirping in the background. It's great. Got a nice little breeze coming off the lake itself. Just look at that view. And I think they did it right. They got a fire pit with chairs surrounding it. I think they did it right. They got the fire pit with the chairs, of course the American flag, and just that view of the lake in the background is just amazing. Check that out. So yeah, this home's on the market. It's $549,000, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I think it's just right over 2,100 square feet. It's got a new roof on it, septic system. Let me know if you're interested. It's hot outside. As you can see, I took my suit jacket off, put my hat on, because it's hot. Really dreaming about them board shorts right now. But I need to make a clarification real quick. So there are 11 parks. We went to the Temple Lake Park. It's awesome. But there's Blora, aka the Belton Lake Outdoor Recreational Area. You have to be active duty, a veteran, or retired to access that, I believe. Maybe if somebody could throw some clarification down there. I was just reminded about it out in the parking lot. So if you know if regular civilians can access that to have like day trips or do camping and fishing and stuff. The one thing I'm not too sure about is whether or not you can rent any watercraft from it. But you can go out there and go fishing. They got pavilions, gazebos, all the things you can rent from them. I think horseback riding, if I'm not mistaken, they do have paintball out there too. Not 100% sure on the paintball. That may have been a long time ago. But it's a pretty cool area. You should go check it out. Now, I did say in the very first part of this video that if you stuck around to the end, I was going to tell you some of my favorite things to do around the lake. Now, if it's warm enough to be in the water and on the lake, I always recommend going over to the waterfall, which is pretty close to the Temple Lake Park, but the only way you can get to it is by boat. It is clean water runoff from the water treatment plant. It's kind of super neat. I do recommend though that you do water shoes. Water shoes, rocks are super slippery from slime or whatever it is on them. So wear water shoes when you go to do that. This is year-round on this one. The name of the restaurant's called Dead Fish Grill. The food's, it's okay. According to my wife, they make really good margaritas. But if you go right before sunset, or 30-40 minutes before sunset's supposed to happen, they have something that's called sunset cannons. So you can be sitting out there inside next to the fireplace if it's in the winter, fall time, or early spring, or outside on the back patio if it's late spring to early fall, eating your dinner or drinking your drinks, and you'll hear the cannon blasts from the sunset cannons. It's kind of cool. I really enjoy that. And then if we're skipping around, you can get involved with a couple of different groups for the lake. They go around once or twice a year. They assign certain areas to certain teams, and then your responsibility is to kind of do like a cleanup around the lake. It's kind of rewarding. It's pretty awesome. At the end of it, they do a huge barbecue for all the volunteers, and then they do giveaways as well. And then I try to plan my 4th of July on the lake, and this is the reason why. If you're on a boat in the lake, instead of being able to watch the main show, you can be watching anywhere between 3 to 5 to 10 different fireworks shows while you're on the lake. People are just shooting fireworks off everywhere around the lake. It's super awesome, super cool to see. And then finally, I always recommend going over to Blora, the Belton Lake Outdoor Recreational Area, after Thanksgiving, but before, I think it's January 3rd or 4th. I can't remember. But basically they have this huge Christmas light display. I think it's $20 to get in, and that's just per vehicle. And then you can just drive around, listen to Christmas music, and take in all the lights. It's probably a good 20 to 30 minutes of your life that you're gonna be happy with. They also have like a Santa village so that you can go in there and do some shopping. I think Santa Claus is there, but only on like Friday nights, Saturday nights, and maybe Sunday nights. It's super cool. So you should take a look at it. And like I said at the beginning, if this is your first time to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button so that way you can stay up to date on everything Central Texas and the surrounding areas. Until next time, be safe out there. It's kind of crazy right now.